Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my video, shame. I'm trying to figure out why YouTube be picking these thumbnails for me that be looking crazy. Like, is this the best I've looked in the last 5 minutes, YouTube? Like, get a good one. I don't know how to customize my own yet, so if you want to help me dazzle up my channel, reach out, please, because I don't know anything yet. So, I want to do the second half of the shame video today, and so going back to part 1, yesterday I feel like I made a huge, what do you want to call it? I don't know, just a huge. It's not, this distracted me. Anyways, yesterday was a great day for me. I have been living with this secret for a super long time, about I don't know, 5 years now. And so, yeah, it's been since I moved the first time. So yeah, about 5 years now, about 5 or 6 years. And it's crazy because that's what shame needs to really survive. It needs secrets and it needs isolation, and it really just needs secrets. And when we're not able to tell the truth to ourselves and others, I think that it's important to be truthful to yourself, yes. But also when you're dealing with something that you've done, I think it's important to tell another person. And that's when shame starts to slowly but surely fizzle away. And that's what I saw in what happened with me yesterday. So I don't know how much I want to share about the secret because I want to keep these videos under 5 minutes. But so I'll kind of just give you guys the key points of it. So me and my I moved away in 2009 to get away from my first love, just so I can kind of like start new and just stop going to pick up my mail from him and all that back and forth shit. Like that whole back and forthness happens, and you just kind of need a breather. And so I moved away, but I was still dealing with him shortly before that. And so when I moved away, um, sorry, I get very distracted very easily. But anyway, so oh, okay. So I moved away, and we were still in contact with each other. I eventually told him that we saw each other like before I left. So I eventually told him I was pregnant, and we stopped dealing with each other because of something other than that. And it was so weird because I actually moved away to get away from him, but I found myself taking him with me when I left and creating this whole drama and just craziness. And so, long story short, I ended up having this baby, and he was trying to be involved with me. I wouldn't allow him to. Sometimes I would, but most times not. And I was very weird and strange, and I had reasons. And so the baby dies of SIDS, and I cremate the baby, and he's kind of upset with me because he's never seen the baby, never met the baby, but I was like, well, hey, that's your choices you made. We weren't together, we broke up, you made bad choices, blah, blah, you hurt me. And so, hey, that's what happens. But the thing about it is that I had made up that story. And I think that's why I felt so ashamed, because it seems so crazy for anyone to make up this whole story about this baby, and then you kill off the baby. Well, of course you have to kill off the baby if you make a make believe baby. I wasn't gonna go get a baby. Like, anyways, it was crazy, and I was crazy then. I felt like I had a lot of issues. I had unresolved issues. I did not know how to love, and I did weird and odd things to show my love for people, and that's why we've got to get ourselves together and do self-inventory before we get into relationships, and deal with our unresolved issues, so that we're not doing weird, crazy shit like this. So I moved away, and so I was able to kind of create this whole story without him or anyone else knowing about it. Like, none of my family, I didn't have to create a, like, fake pregnancy or any of that because I just disappeared. And so I was able to kind of, like, create this story. And I didn't go on with the life for long. It was kind of short because, well, I went on with it enough for the time being of me being pregnant, and then me disappearing and not speaking to him, and then him finding me or talking to me again. And so, but the time when I had connected back with him and when the baby died, it was like, I think a week or two. And so, yeah, after that, I disappeared again, and we didn't talk, and I think we text each other here and there, apologizing about, how things ended up, but that was it. And so I've always felt this horrible shame because of that, and this way of feeling like, what kind of person admits that? And what kind of person lies about something and creates this story? And so I kept it a secret, and I never told anyone. I didn't even tell my best friends. And I think it like kept bothering me, especially with this journey that I'm on, because this is something that I said that I would never even tell in a tell-all book. I've always been wanting to share my story and write, and even share and make this YouTube channel, but I always said that this is something I would never share with anyone, just because what kind of person does that, And it was shame. I felt that the shame made me feel less than and unworthy of sharing something like that. But when you share and you make amends to people, wow. I'm trying to tell you, it was so great yesterday. I just felt this weight lifted. I did take the coward route. I didn't call him, but I texted him, letting him know that nothing had ever happened, that there was no baby, and that no baby died that was born to him. No baby of his was ever born and died. And I was trying to like send the message and then like block him so I didn't have to see if he responded or if he was going to say anything hurtful. But I said, you know what, you got to own up and make amends, and you apologize, you own up to what you done, and that's all you do. And whatever the reaction is what you kind of have to deal with. And so when he responded, he said, thank you. I searched hard for those records, and I was like, wow. I just felt also like, wow, it made me feel that I did the right thing. How dare I allow a man to believe that he had a child out there that died that he never got to meet because of the relationship that he had with the mother of his child. That's horrible. And I didn't want him to have to live the rest of his life thinking that. And what I got from that situation was just this release of the shame. Like, shame does not live inside of me anymore. That's the one thing that I've never been able to admit to anyone, and I've never been able to deal with, but shame will eat up at you. And like I said before, it leads to isolation, it leads to depression. And when you share, then you're able to realize that, oh my gosh, like, this isn't as crazy or as far-fetched, and damn, this video over 5 minutes. But anyway, you're able to realize, like, wow, like, after that, he asked me how I was doing. I told him I was fine. I felt this, release and this weight lifted off of me. And he thanked me again and said, you know what, you're an amazing woman. And after that, I felt amazing, because I know it takes a lot of courage to be able to stand in truth. Yes, we're able to tell ourselves the truth, and a lot of times we get away with things, but for us to, face them again head on and admit our wrongdoings to someone, especially the person that we harmed, and, with no excuses, no, I did it because you did this, and no, it was just, listen, I did this because I was fucked up at the time, and I apologize for that, and I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. And man, when I tell you that, I just feel liberated and just revitalized and just magnificent. Like, it's great not to have to live in shame. And so I want everyone and anyone, if you're living with any type of secret, please, you need some help trying to figure out how to tell someone, reach out. I will help you, because the feeling that I feel it's the words I don't even know. Maybe I need to get a dictionary and look through some, to find it. But it's speechless, even though the video is over 5 minutes. But I hope that someone can learn something from that story. If you've done something, own up to it. Don't have to keep that shame bottled up inside of you because you walk around with it and people can see it, whether you think it's invisible or not. Um, Seek it out. So thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks, guys. I love everyone for watching.